Hi guys, so today is going to be the last DIY detail video that I'm going to be doing. Not because of any problems with the products or anything else, just I did rinseless, I did paint correction, and now I'm going to do what I would call the standard wash method. So the products that we're going to be using today, we're going to clean the wheels with iron remover and all clean. We are then going to wash with Incredible Suds in a foam cannon. We are going to clean the glass with Crystal Clear, which I've used before on video. We're going to do the tires with their tire dressing, and we are going to use quick beads. So to start off, let's fill up our foam cannon. So this is an MJJC foam cannon. It just happens to be the one that's empty. It has a 1.25 orifice. I will be using my Kranzle KA1322. So I found that you want to put about 100 milliliters of soap in here, and we're going to fill this about halfway. What's in here already is Incredible Suds. So it says on the back to add 4 to 5 ounces to your foam cannon and then fill with water. So I found like 150 and then fill this up, or like 100 with a little right around half full. That works. All right. Put our lid on our foam cannon, shake this up a bit. The one downside of this foam cannon is that it gets all over your hand. All right, so now we're going to start washing the car. We're gonna start off with the wheels. All right, so I'm gonna spray first with the iron remover. Obviously today we're cleaning our 2021 Mercedes SLC300. This is coated with Crystal Serum Light and XOV5. And I don't think there's a lot of iron content on the wheels because this isn't really changing colors. And if I remember right, it didn't last time either. So far I've been impressed with the DIY detail products. Like I said, they all smell good. They all do a good job. All Clean is their all-purpose cleaner. I would say of the products they make, you'll probably go through the most All Clean and iron remover, especially if you're using it as a wheel cleaner. So you know, something like a 16-ounce bottle of Incredible Suds or a 16-ounce bottle of rinseless or waterless, those will probably last you quite a while. But if you buy a 16-ounce bottle of either one of these will probably not. So this is just a lambskin wheel mitt to get the spokes. And I'm just kind of using these the same way that I would any other wheel cleaner product. Spray it on, let it dwell, agitate with a brush. Let me go around and do the other wheels as well, same way. All right, so at this point, the wheels are clean. One thing that you can do if you have bug splatter or you know, different things like that on the front of the vehicle or on the back of the vehicle even, you can spray rinseless car wash on it. That'll help to start breaking down those contaminants and making it less abrasive when you're actually going to wash the car. In this case, I don't really have that. It's been a week. It was a little rainy this week, so I don't have the bug guts thing. I just had like some general dirt and dust. So we'll grab our foam cannon here. You can see the foaming action you get from the Incredible Suds. I used not very much, 300 milliliters of solution, give or take. Right. So we're going to use, this is the Legacy sponge. We're gonna dunk it. I've got some Incredible Suds in my bucket, and we are just going to glide it over the paint. You could use any kind of mitt that you'd like. I often use the Microfiber Madness Incredible. I'm just using the Legacy sponge in this case because this is a DIY detail video. Like I've mentioned in the other two videos, this is not sponsored in any way. I bought these products to test out and give an honest assessment of them. Like I mentioned, so far I've liked everything I've used. They have good smell, good performance. They're very pleasant and easy to use. Which is, I think, what they're designed for, right? It's the prosumer market or consumer market. It's DIY. So go around the car and finish washing. So we've soaped the car. Now we're going to rinse it off. And we're just going to do a quick rinse because then we're going to use quick beads. All right, so now we're going to use quick beads, and the car is already pretty hydrophobic. You can see a lot of beading action. Quick beads is designed to be applied while the car is still wet. You're only supposed to let this dwell for like a minute. You can't do it in direct sunlight, so we're going to run around really quick, and we're going to spray the whole car with quick beads. This product's pretty similar to like Gtechniq Wet Coat, which I've used before in the past and liked. Like I mentioned, the only downside is you can't use it in the sun. But this will, you can see like when you spray a door with it, the water starts running off. It causes a beading action, but it needs to be rinsed off pretty immediately. So we're going to run around and we're going to rinse it again really well. Now, I don't know what will happen if you leave quick beads on the car and let it in the sunlight. What I've experienced with Gtechniq Wet Coat is that it ends up with like a rainbow hazy effect. I'm guessing it's probably pretty similar, but I honestly don't know. They just say don't do it, so I'm not doing it. So now we're going to dry the car off. So if you check out that beading action, that's actually pretty sweet. The blower was able to almost completely dry the car, which is pretty remarkable. In my hand I have some ceramic gloss. I'm just spraying that on as a drying aid. I think this product works really well also. And I would say, you know, there's a question about, did all of that water removal with the blower, did that happen because of the quick beads, or did it happen because of the CSL and XO? And obviously it's probably a little bit of both, but seeing that the windows and glass had a pretty similar beading action to the rest of the car, the windows and glass is not coated, or are not coated. So I would say it's probably the quick beads. Or I guess it could be something in the Incredible Suds, but I don't believe that the Incredible Suds contains any sort of wax or hydrophobic products. So just gonna go around and we're gonna dry the car off. I did say that this was gonna be my last DIY detail video. I don't think that it will, actually. They have a line of rags, which I haven't tried yet. But from what I understand, there's actually a new line of rags that's coming out soon. So I'm gonna wait for those. And I will try those out with their products, with other products. But this is a rag company FTW, which is a 16 by 16 towel. And on my very first one, and I've dried almost the entire car because it just wasn't very wet after I was done with the leaf blower there. So I just dried the entire car with a single 16 by 16 towel. It's not even all the way wet. So pretty cool. Stuff works well. Gonna hit the wheels last, and then we'll toss this in the laundry. And we very briefly touched on it, but picked up a Uniden R4 radar detector a couple months ago. And I previously, I've had Redenzo DS1s in all of my cars, and I've really liked them a lot, but the R4 came out and it's got good reviews, and I like trying new things and all that stuff. So I've been running it in the Honda Passport for a while, and it's done really, really well. It has this cool thing where it actually, when you've got an officer approaching, it'll make the warning noise. But then once they pass you, and it goes from being in front of you to being behind you, it does this like quick sound, this quick chirp to kind of say that, like, you know, they've either passed you or you've passed them, which I think is pretty neat. So if you're on like a divided highway, an officer is running radar on the other side, it lets you know that you've passed the threat. All this to say, today's Christmas Eve, tomorrow's Christmas. The radar detector has been running in the Honda for about a month. It's been all the falses and GPS stuff has been set up, and it's going to be in this permanently. So I put that in here today with the regular mount and cigarette lighter, but I'll do a hardwire kit in this probably next week, and I'll do a separate video on that. But this worked out really, really well. I like DIY Details products. I'm going to spray some interior clean and protect just on the seats. And then crystal clear. You can also use rinseless to wash your windows, but crystal clear works really well. So we'll just get this, get the mirrors, get the windshield, keep us from having any water spots. Been using this quite a bit. The bottle's almost empty at this point. Kind of kept it in my office. I was using it for my computer monitors and my desktop even, and other things. So if you haven't watched the other two videos that I did on DIY detail, you should watch them. I'll put a link in the description so that you can go back and see them. I'll also have a link in the description to DIY Detail's website. That link will be an affiliate link. If you go there and you purchase something, I will get a kickback. This video is not sponsored anyway. They didn't provide me the products. I bought these myself. And truthfully, You know, sometimes you buy products and you're like, oh, that was a waste of money. In this case, I didn't feel that way about any of them. The overall packaging, the shipping, the way that they were boxed up, the way that they arrived, the quality of the bottles and the sprayers, and just the whole experience end to end is actually really nice. Every product that they have smells good, with the exception of the iron remover, and truthfully, no iron remover smells good. There's, I forget what the active ingredient is in the iron remover that turns purple, but it doesn't smell good, so no iron remover smells good. I really like what they are doing. And by that I mean Ivan and Nick. They have a YouTube channel. If you haven't checked it out, I'll put a link to that as well. DIY Detail is their channel. And they're releasing videos all the time teaching people how to use their products. So you've got this company, you know, and there are a lot of companies that come to mind, like Turtle Wax and McGuire's and Chemical Guys, you know, people that have been around for a long, long time that have, they're available in stores. They, you know, Chemical Guys has all of these detail garage stores in up and down the coast of California. You can go in and purchase any one of their products. They also were one of the first to go and do a YouTube channel and talk about their products and teach people how to use them. And because of that, they acquired a following. Most of the Chemical Guys products that I've used, and I've used a lot of them, aren't exceptional. They're fine. They're okay. The line is actually very confusing. They have, you know, 3 or 4 different wheel cleaners and like 6 different tire dressings. And, you know, and I've talked about that a little bit early on in my videos as well. So if you look at some older videos that are, you know, 2 or 3 years old, you might find some of that content also. What I like about DIY Detail is that their line is very simple. Their branding is very simple. The how to use instructions are very simple. They have one detailer. They have one rinseless. They have one waterless. They have one soap. They have one, you know, one way to clean wheels, which is using all-purpose cleaner and using an iron remover. They have one iron remover, one all-purpose cleaner. It's a very simple line, but it's full. It has one of every type of product. And I found their products to be really good from an end user experience. The smells are good, the sprayers are good, the bottles are good. Everything about them is good. You know, and I've had Geon bottles, the sprayers fail. I've had issues with Chemical Guys sprayers and bottles multiple times. I've had bottles from other vendors that have arrived damaged. And that's not to say that it won't ever happen for DIY Detail. Like FedEx can really ruin some stuff if you give them the opportunity. But my experience is really good. And I've released videos on a lot of different products. I've never had a brand that's actually reached out and commented on my videos or given a little bit of advice or kudos or any of that kind of stuff. And they did. You know, they commented on both of the videos that I did before. Ivan messaged me on Instagram and gave me a couple tips and tricks after I did the polishing and correcting video. So I might mess around with that some more in the future using his tips and release another video on that. But, you know, they seem to have a genuine desire to teach people how to use their products, or how to do this in general, how to detail, how to clean cars, whether it's with their products or not with their products. You know, and they're using simple things, MJJC foam cannon. I don't know what pressure washer they use. I've never seen it in their garage, but one bucket method, single legacy sponge. They're showing you that you don't need to buy all of this stuff to do a good job. And their products are very simple. They're inexpensive. And I would say, you know, they're delivering a product on the level of like a PNS, a Gtechniq, a Geon, a CarPro. These lines that are normally aimed at professionals, they're releasing a line of that quality, but they're doing it in a way to match, Chemical Guys from a delivery perspective and a training perspective. And I've really enjoyed watching them. I've enjoyed watching their channel blow up. I've enjoyed the interactions that I've had with them. And, you know, it's not a line that I would, be upset or hesitant to spend my money on. And I did. like I said, I bought one of everything. When their new towel line comes out, I'm going to buy one of each of those. As they release new products, I'll buy and try those as well. The one product that I haven't tried on camera is their waterless car wash, which is a blue spray bottle. So this is that product. Comes with a spray bottle as well. I have one of these already that's opened. I like to keep something like this in each of my cars. And then if you walk up to your car in a parking lot and there's like bird crap on it or something like that, you can clean it off very easily. This is a ready-to-use product, spray on, wipe off, where a rinseless car wash is more so designed to be applied and let sit. It's actually a similar product. You could kind of use them interchangeably. They're not exactly the same. Rinseless is designed to be put on with a sprayer and then kind of cleaned off with a sponge that is wet. Waterless is designed to be more of like a detail spray. I went to a car show, I've got dust all over my car, I want to remove that dust, but I don't want to mar the paint. That's what this guy is, ready to use. Put a sprayer on it and use it. I like this product so much when I bought it the first time that I bought more of it, and I've got enough bottles to keep one in each of my cars. So that's really all I've got today. I appreciate you checking out the channel. If you do have interest in DIY detail, click on the link that I put in the description. Like I said, it will give you, it'll give you 10% off. It gives me a kickback on anything that you purchase. It doesn't cost you any more money. It actually costs you less money. But it is an opportunity for you to try their products, to support my channel, and to see what I'm experiencing with this line. So the next thing that I'm going to do, I also purchased one of everything that Armor Detail Supply makes. So I'm going to do a very similar video series with Armor Detail Supply. If there are any other brands that you think that I should do this with, drop a comment down below, mention it to me. I'm always looking for new content ideas and kind of what's next. So I would expect Armor is probably going to be 3 or 4 videos, very similar type of deal. And we'll see how their product line is. But I really like DIY Detail. I think that they made an excellent product line. And thank you for watching and have a great day.